Okay, everybody, this is Emar Sopertuth of Sports Inquirer, and we're happy to be joined by Tucker Gregg from Georgia State football. Tucker, tough loss at Auburn. You had a big day individually. You've had a few days to reflect on that contest.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on it?
We fought that game. I mean, that's the first time I think I've seen us play a full 4 quarters almost. I mean, I think that was honestly one of our best games. I thought the defense really controlled the game. I know the scoreboard might not have showed it, but that first and second half they were stopping them, and I think they were a big key in that game. So was our offensive line. I mean, that's the only reason I had a big game was because they were opening the holes up. I mean, all I had to do was read them, and so they were getting a good push. I thought they were really controlling that first half. So.
And you had a career high 150 yards in that contest. 142 of those yards came in the first half. What about that 50-yard, that touchdown run that you're able to get in that half and give a team that lead into halftime?
Yeah, like I said, the offensive line they were making all the blocks. All I had to do was follow Malik Sumter. I mean, all I had to do was cut it off him, and I was out the gates. It was a wide open hole.
Yeah, and you had the most rushing yards in the first half for against Auburn since Leonard Fournette, and the most by an opponent in the first half since 2002 at Auburn. What did you know going into the contest that there were going to be some open holes and get off to a fast start? Did you see that potential there?
I did. I mean, I knew our offense line the past 3 weeks. They've controlled the line of scrimmage. They've gotten a lot of good push, and I knew they could do that with them. And the defense they run is a very simple defense. I mean, they have athletes. They got big guys, big athletes. I mean, I knew that we could find those small holes though, and we were able to get something going in that first half. And I knew in the second half that they were gonna figure it out. I knew we weren't gonna be getting the big runs that we were getting in the first half probably. Um, and I knew they were going to come back with everything they had on their defense. So,
Yeah, you mentioned that offensive line. You have veterans up front there. What is that like for you, running? And you're a senior as well, so I'm sure they're in your recruiting class and you've come up with them. What about that unit, and then you yourself being veterans running this offense? Under Coach
mhm.
Elliott.
It makes it very, very easy and simple. I know that they're a very tight group. They all hang out. They're all good friends. They've all played together for a long time now. I've ran behind them for a long time now. So I think we are. I think the running backs. I think this whole offense came together very well these past few games.
They let you go into their eating sessions or their parties or anything like that?
Oh,
I've talked to linemen. They're very exclusive a lot of times. Do they let you involved in some of their stuff?
sometimes. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
But also you have another quarterback as well. You've had two guys with you. You have had Quad Brown and now Granger. What's that been like for you, having to work with just different quarterbacks during the same season?
It's not too hard for us. I mean, they both they hand the ball off similar, so there's not a whole lot of difference when it comes to um, running the ball with them and like getting a good mesh and stuff. So, but they're both great athletes. Both can do a lot of different things. They're both dangerous on their feet, which I think helps us out a lot. Makes the defense have to respect them a whole lot more. And so having two quarterbacks is good because you know they're going to compete every day against each other and try to push each other to get better. So.
We've seen your yardage increase from the opening contest against Army up to your big performance against Auburn. What's that? Have you just had more opportunities? Do you feel more
Mm.
productive because each day or each contest that yardage increased to reaching the century mark against Auburn?
Army game, I didn't get a whole lot of action, and so each week I think I've gotten a little more opportunities to put some more yards up. Um, so I think that's the biggest thing is getting more opportunities to actually be able to make some plays. The same with the other running backs; they're all making plays too. We're all making plays, and I think it's hard for defenses to stop a team that has four running backs that can make plays. You have Destin, you have Jam, you have Marcus, you have me. We're all complement each other very well, and it's hard for defenses to have to get to know four different running backs and what they can do.
How do you handle that competitive and crowded running back room? You mentioned Jam, mentioned Dustin Coates. How do you handle that? Just fighting for that playing time.
You got to be consistent with everything you do, and that's how I've been since I've gotten here since I was in high school. I mean, I had to walk on, so that was my biggest thing is I tell people that are wanting to walk on is you got to be consistent with everything you do. You got to show up on time every day. You got to finish every drill. You can't slack off at all. But like I said, we have great running backs in the room. We all could do. We can all make plays, and we all play very good together, and we're all pretty close. So.
You mentioned being a walk-on. I was going to bring that up. You were two-time All-State running back at Murray County here in the state of Georgia. Why Georgia State? I'm sure you had scholarship offers. You could have gone many places, but why join Georgia State, especially as a walk-on, without that guaranteed scholarship?
Mm-hmm. I didn't have any scholarships actually out of high school.
Okay.
I thought I was looked over a pretty good bit, and I had some smaller schools like looking at me, but they couldn't really give me much. And I knew I could play Division I football, even though I was overlooked, and I knew I could do it. And so that's what I decided to do. I mean, I knew my only choice was to walk on. I had a few preferred walk-on scholarship or preferred walk-on offers from people like Georgia State, Tennessee, App State. I think even gave me a preferred walk-on, but Georgia State is close to home. Wasn't that far away, about an hour and a half from my hometown. I knew they were a building program, and that's what my high school was. We're a building program, so I thought it'd be cool to go from one building program to the next. And this place has grown up a whole lot since I've gotten here. I mean, we've moved from our old facility to this facility. We have great facilities, and I thought it'd be neat to go to school in Atlanta as well, with all the history that's been at this stadium, from the Olympics to the Braves playing here. And I wanted to be a part of that.
When you were doing the recruiting process, did you know they were going to move to the former Turner Field? That's now
Mm-hmm.
Georgia State Stadium?
Yeah, they moved there. I think they moved here my senior year. I think it was their first time playing at this stadium.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math. But what's that like playing under Coach Elliott and Brad Glenn, your offensive coordinator? What's that been like for you? I know that Coach is very energetic, and Brad's too, but in his own way. But but what's that like playing for those guys?
It's great playing for them. I know when I first came on my first camp here, Coach Elliott introduced himself to me, and I liked how he ran that camp. I liked all the coaches. At the time, Coach Sept was our running back coach, and he's now the tight ends coach. And I liked all those coaches, and I liked the attitude they brought to that camp, which was another reason I wanted to come here. And they've all been great to me since I've came here. They've as a walk-on, I mean, they saw my hard work, and they saw that I could make a difference on the field. I know when I first got here, they finally threw me in on special teams as a freshman, and that's how I started to get more playing time and getting on the travel squad of special teams. And I try to tell a lot of walk-ons that, like, you just got to get on the field any way you possibly can. So go ask the coach to put you on every special teams you can. So that's the first way to get on the field. But they're very they respect walk-ons, and I really like that. And I like playing, and they're great coaches, and they're great people.
Yeah. What do you find yourself as a mentor now for these walk-ons that have passed through the program? And because you're the success story, and I want to ask about that as well. You earning that scholarship and finally, reaching that goal. But first, being a mentor to the walk-ons, how do you work with them? And then two, earning that scholarship, what was that like?
Usually if I see one of them get down on themselves or something, or being on a scout team, I tell them, I was there at one point. You got to go through that stuff. That's just something you have to do. You're not going to be the first guy called on when you get to a Division I program as a walk-on. You got to go do all the dog work. You got to do scout team. You got to do stuff like that. And I tell them to be patient. I mean, you got to be patient and consistent every single day, and eventually your time will come. So.
Yeah, earning that scholarship, though, I'm sure was a big moment for you, and I'm sure your family as well.
Mm-hmm. No, I promised my mom whenever I got here, I would get one after the first year, and thankfully that actually happened. And you just got to put in the time. You got to work extra. Always be working. You can't ever take a step back.
Did you get a big ceremony? We see the viral videos of the walk-on announcements.
No,
I looked up. I didn't see anything for you. Did you get anything?
Me and Coach Elliott did that one in private, and then afterwards he took me into the coach's office and told all the coaches, and I went and told all my teammates after that. But no, I didn't have a big old ceremony.
I say you didn't get a jacket or a hat or something, nothing like that.
No.
Oh, well. But now you have Appalachian State coming up. You're finally in conference play. The team's been up and down through the non-conference portion, but now you're in Sun Belt play. How's this week of practice been going as you get ready for App State?
Been going good so far. Today was our first full pad day of the week, and we had a really good practice. We just got to build from today, have another good one tomorrow, and just have a good mental mindset the rest of the week that we can play with them. We've played with some big teams the past 4 weeks. I mean, you had Army; they're obviously a tough team. Charlotte was 2-0. North Carolina, ranked team, so was Auburn, and so I saw the potential we had, and we played with those teams. And App State's not a step down from Auburn. I mean, they're a great team. They've always been a good program. They have a great defense, so there's no letting up. We just have to keep pushing along and getting better each and every week.
Well, Tucker, thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate it, and
Appreciate it
against App State.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's it. Thanks for your time.